All right, so here we go. Last game of the third set. Chicago Aftershock taking on Chicago Legend. And just like we thought it was going to be, Todd, it's been a brutal battle. They're both 1-1 right now against each other. However, Legend is 1-1 for the day. They won a set and they lost a set. So this is a huge, huge, huge game for Legend. They need to win this game right here in order to go 2-1 on the day and put themselves in a position to make it to the semifinals.
Yeah, Matt, grudge match, Windy City. You know, both teams need this game. Legend, I imagine we're going to see both these teams going headfirst in the snake with some really aggressive game plans over here. They both had success with that all day. The times that they haven't, they've not done as well. So, you know, this should be a really good game with two teams that know what they need to do to win.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like I'm guessing Nick Slowiak has got to be kind of pondering what to do at this point. What do you think?
Well, you know, Nick Slowiak, he just needs to relax. You know, he's a young guy, but he studied a lot of paintball. You know, sometimes you get into that mindset where you're just overthinking stuff, you know. And, you know, when we were talking about him being all over the field, you know, he just needs to pick his spot and do what he does best and concentrate on that and, you know, just be that player and just do his job.
Yeah, and normally he's so consistent. He's one of their impact guys. He's able to step it up and really perform under pressure. And it just, I don't know what the issue is. I know he's taken on a lot more responsibility and helping run the team, which always can be an issue. But he's a very tenacious guy. He's a really nice guy, but he has this like underlying inner tenacity that always kind of seems like bubbling underneath the surface. So, which is probably why he's a good paintball player. In fact, there's a lot of guys that fit that description in the pro ranks.
I think you're one of those guys too, Matty. Kind of learned that from you too. You know, we're both sitting here. We both get out there, put the goggles on, and we want to go get it.
You become a different person. And, you know, if you're watching this for the first time, that's why paintball is so fun. You really can, you know, let out anything you got inside you out on that field and really step up and try to, you know, make something of the game. So, on the breakout, Todd, look at this. Like you're talking about Sam Monville in Snake 1.
Brad McCurley also in Snake 1.
Yeah, so Sam Monville trying to shoot cross field. And it looks like, yeah, I might have got a shot in on, I can't tell what it was. That Damian Ryan is still alive. So it looks like 6 bodies alive for Chicago Legend and
7 still alive.
7 still alive for Aftershock.
So both players in Snake 1. Chris Lasoya actually avoided that center bunker. Didn't want to get stuck in there again and get shot, but he moved over to the car wash, and he's up over the top, wheeling and dealing, looking like he wants to get moving down that Dorito side.
Yeah, so Nick Slowiak in the back corner bunker for Aftershock, and they have 3 players on the Snake side of the field, but the dominance, though, for Legend is Legend has 2 players in. They got, looks like Brad McCurley again. McCurley's been real consistent for Legend.
Yeah, and Damian Ryan seeing Jerry still in that block working across the field, comes all the way across to back up Brad McCurley. And now doing what we should have seen from Infamous last game, where Damian watches the wire and protects McCurley and lets him go to work. Allows him to move up the field, and now we're going to see Sam Monville make his exit.
So this is a huge game for Legend because in their division, Excessive with 3 wins is already going to advance. Now, Shock, they're 0-3. I'm sorry, they're 0-2 right now. So, you know,
they need this one.
They need this one, but Legend really needs this one because if Legend's able to win this, then they're probably going to advance.
Yeah, and that would be huge for Legend. You know, as far as they've come, everything that they've done, coming here in Huntington Beach and starting their season off right. You know, because they've taken some lumpings to get here, but you see that now they've learned, and you know they've got good players that are smart and you know have brought them to give them this opportunity to be able to move on to this afternoon.
And how frustrating is it for Infamous because they dropped against Excessive? So that puts them 1-2. If they had won that and Legend had lost this, then they would be advancing.
Yeah, unfortunate for Infamous, but you know that's why we play the game, right?
That's why we play the game. All right, so Drew Templeton snaps out Damian Ryan, and just Jerry left in here for Legend. And that's the only player for either team in the Snake structure. And in case you're just tuning in, again, paintball is a game of taking ground, and it's about utilizing the really big bunkers on the field. The Snake, biggest bunker structure on the field, and that's why the battles are going down here. Now, the Dorito side is important too, but normally it's when the guns turn to the Snake that the Dorito side becomes the action side. We're watching Jerry right now battle Cody Mikowski. So Mikowski trying to get cross-field shots, and Nick Sloviak still alive, handling business in that back corner. Still 4 bodies left alive for Aftershock.
Yeah, I think the smartest thing for Sloviak to do in this situation is to continue to work with Cody Mikowski, keep dominance on that wire, and let Mikowski do what he needs to do. Jerry has dominance in the snake as he's posted down the wire, but Cody Mikowski knows the bodies, knows the situation, and is looking to make his move. Here it comes.
Nice job. Cody Mikowski runs the highway. That's the inside part of the snake. Oh, and a penalty. Oh, no. So Cody got played on there. And the penalties are pretty simple. If you get shot and you continue to play on, you're gone, and so is one of your other players.
Chris Lasoya saw that move coming from a mile away. He was on his way from the car wash all the way to Snake 1. He was ready to jump in that snake with nobody in front of him.
Oh, but look at this. Jerry ends up getting shot, though, in there, and he's got to be frustrated because he got a gift on that penalty as Chris wasn't going to be in there with him, but then he ends up getting shot out of his bunker.
So I believe both corners are still hot for Chicago Legend.
Yeah.
You have Josh Whiting alive on the snake side, battling against Nick Sloviak, who is bumped up out of the corner into snake 1 now.
And what's going to happen, and this is really interesting actually on the point spread, and we'd have to actually go to the boards after this to figure out who's going to make it out. If Chicago Aftershock wins this, there will be 1 and 2. That will put Legend at 1 and 2, and Infamous is at 1 and 2. So that'll be 3 teams that are at 1 and 2 in the same division. So
That's
crazy.
We thought the other one was going to be the train wreck division,
Yeah.
but here we are.
It's because Excessive's been so dominant. They beat everybody.
Yeah. Really good play by Excessive today. It's really going to be an exciting finals.
So Dynasty already through from the other bracket, and Dynasty and Impact already through from the other bracket, so we're just waiting to see what happens in this game right here. And oh, awesome job. It looks like Sloviak might have picked him up at the very end. Josh Whiting making that move. Penalty on
Aftershock.
Oh, it looks like Sloviak getting a penalty at the very end. So Whiting, I think, is still alive.
Yeah, Whiting not going to have to shoot Yaya. Sloviak gets a spinning penalty and kills the extra one. He really had no idea that Josh Whiting was coming.
Well,
and that's the second big play we've seen out of Josh Whiting today, Matty.
Yeah, Josh Whiting stepping up for Legend. So that's a huge win for Legend because Legend, as long as that flag hang is clean, that's going to put them at 2 and 1, and they are going to advance, which is a definite moral victory for them. A young, up-and-coming team stepping into the pro circuit. The guys on that squad have been playing for a long time, though, and really trying to, again, earn their stripes and earn that respect from their peers. And that's how you do it. You make it into the semifinals on Sunday afternoon.
This is like the Clippers beating the Lakers to go into the playoffs. Chicago Legend now definitely has the bragging rights going back to the Midwest.
Yeah, they do. And it looks like, as I'm getting some information in from downstairs, Impact and Dynasty are going to move on. So our finals is going to be, or our semifinals is going to be Legend, Excessive, Dynasty, and Impact.